все супер. Начну. Good morning to everyone. So let's wait for other students, then we will start. Hello. Я бүгін толығымен ағылшынша болады. Доброе утро, қайырлы таң всем барлық студенттерге. Бүгінгі программа барлық ағылшын тілінде болады, яғни халықаралық студенттерге арналған. Егер де сіздерге ол қызықты болса, ағылшын тілінде тыңдағым келеді десеңіздер, бізбен бірге отырыңыздар, комментарий жазыңыздар, сұрақ қойыңыздар. Дәл кешегі программа бірақ ағылшын тілінде болатын болады. Еще 2 минуты подождем, потом начнем. Саят әжен, кеше не айтты дейсіз? Нақты сіз нені сұрап отырсыз? Соны нақты сұрағыңызды қойсаңыз. Okay, so it's time to start. Again, good morning, dear students. I'm glad to see you everyone on this translation. So today is the third day of orientation days, and let's go through the program. So, well, firstly, you will have meeting with library, then with an international relationship office. After that will be a podcast about student life with us and with international student. Then you will have some information about my SDU portal. Then after that, you will have a meeting with service center of students. So let's start.
Okay, hello everyone. First of all, I would like to welcome all of you to the new 2021 academic year. I hope this would be fruitful and very interesting year for you, and you will meet lots of friends and learn and gain knowledge. My name is Елизавета Kamilova, and I'm a Reference and Research Services Division Head at SDU Scientific Library. And today I'm going to tell you about the library in short. So, during this session, you will hear lots of terms and things you may not know, but do not hesitate to ask. At the end of our presentation, you can ask your questions through the comments or directly email the library, and we would love to help you. So let's start. During this session, you will learn about library rules and policies, some information on resources and services. We will talk about website and catalog, and some utilizing information on how to search. Let's start from the library hours. Library works from Monday till Friday from 9 morning till 6 p.m. So library works through weekdays, but it's closed on weekends and national holidays. All the information about library hours can be found on the library website. Also, we ask you to subscribe to the library social media channels to be updated and learn about upcoming changes on library hours. In addition, I have good news that library plans to work on 24/7 model, and this is probably will happen soon, but we can't say the exact date, but please stay tuned and we'll inform you on this issue soon. Information about library policies. Here you can see that from the library portal, you can see the library policies tab where you can find all the information you need. If you would like to learn about the library rules in detail, please check it out and learn about library policies there. The full text of the documents presented and can be found in open access. Here you can learn about how to use the library, what rules exist there, etc. Most of the rules I will mention during our session today. Here I'm presenting you the Library of Congress classification, and you may ask why. Because starting from this year, Library of SDU started using this classification to place the books, to hold the books. Previously, our library was using the Social Soviet Union period classification, and it was not really useful and user-friendly. That's why we moved from that old classification to Library of Congress classification. This means that starting from this year, you can find books on the same topics together. So all the books about education will be located in a section L, for example. Books on social sciences will be located together in a section H, or books about technology can be found within the section T. So this means now you can go to the section and search all the books located there, and all of them would be on the same topic. I think this is the great thing. And in the future, you have access to all information that the library owns. I'm showing you some screenshots from the internet in order to explain how it looks like, because in the internet, this would be in the catalog of the library, you will see it's placed like letters and symbols, the digits. This means that this is the location of the book, and this would be also duplicated on a book of the which is placed on a shelf. So this is the way how to locate them. No worries. In the beginning, it might be hard for you, but there are librarians which are happy to help you and assist with searching those books. If you need to find any book, please find it through the catalog, check it out, its address, and come to the librarian. And librarian will help you to find the book. Now let's start talking about the library resources. what resources do you have? Here you can see the collections of the library. We have lots of print collection, and I'm here showing you the statistics for January 2021 till now. So this means that these books only for this time of period. And there are more than 200 titles acquired since that time. Sorry. So in addition, we have electronic books. So more than 200,000 titles available to you and can be accessed through the library website. Online databases also available from the library website. There are about 50 databases, which includes library subscription, open access databases, and some tools. Next. Here I'm showing you the breakdown about the ebooks providers, which means from which databases you are getting those electronic books. So they are Ebsco eBooks, Academic Collection, Talent, Francis Peter Lang, Springshare, and Cambridge eBooks. These are the books and providers which are well known and used everywhere abroad. Also, in addition, we have 100 titles from Open University of Kazakhstan. They provide us with 100 open access ebooks. Here is the breakdown on online databases. You can see the depth subscription of the library to which library pays, like it is Ebsco host academic collection. National license, which means that this access to these databases are provided through Ministry of Education. And 45 open access databases. These databases are open access. Also, they can be used for academia, which means you can trust them and they are processed through library experts. We also provide trial access to the databases, which means that even if the database is not in our list, we can test them, we can try them and see if our users need this resource or not. In this case, if we have good statistics, we propose the database that you need further to the subscription. And such tools as Zotero, Mendeley can be used in order to manage your citations. Next, here you can see how library portal looks like. This is the library web address, which is library.sdu.edu.kz. This can be used in order to access library portal, library website. Library website is the main point of accessing library resources and services. Please learn it by heart and check it out every day for your study purposes. Here you can see that I'm highlighting the general collection tab in order to show you where to search print books, the books which are in the library. I'm saying this because next time when you would like to learn if there is a book available in the library physically, you can check it out without visiting the library. So if you go to the general collection and start searching, you can search by keywords, by title, by author, or by publisher and learn if we have that book or not. This is an example of how it looks like. For example, you can choose the author and start typing it, and you will see a list of suggestions of this specific author. So this is how you do searching. Here you can see the filtering according to its year. So you may choose the latest published books or the archival books, etc. Availability, you should learn this also because it may happen that this book is already issued and not available currently. In order to check this, please check its availability. Also, if you would like to keep this search, you can save this into Excel and keep it with yourselves here. Here I'm showing you the LCC, how it looks like within the catalog in our library. So if you see this information, this means that this is the address of the book. By copying this, you can go to the librarian and ask to help you find this book. I'm giving you the borrowing rules from our library, which means how many books can you borrow as a student. So as a student, you can borrow 5 extra books, not considering the textbooks, which means that you may have 10-15 textbooks which are from your syllabus, but also you can borrow 5 extra books which might be the reading books or for your leisure time, etc. Make sure that you have access to your library account. Library account credentials are equal with your my.sdu.kz login and password. Please check it out and learn if you have access. If you don't have it, please contact the IT of the university. What will you have with library account? When you will borrow books, you will see it on your account and you can check if the books listed there are true. I mean, there is no mistake with the books in your account and books on your hand. This is important because each time when you borrow books, you are responsible for those books. So you should take care of them, do not damage them, do not lose them. That's why please take care and check your account from time to time. The next presentation is about searching electronic resources. This is the second step within the library catalog. And when you go to the quick links, here you can find A to Z databases, which means all the library resources are listed there. So these are the two options of accessing electronic materials of the library. As I said, we have about 50 library databases which you can access, but considering that this is a huge number and it is physically impossible to check them every day, there is a service for you that you can use. It is called Ebsco Discovery Service, EDS. This means that when you search within the search bar here, this will give you information from all library databases. So you don't need to check separately each database. It will give you from the databases that we have. So this is the easy mode of working, searching from one search bar. This is how your search results will look like. And on the left side of your results, you will see the filters. These filters will help you to understand which information you need and what information you can remove. For example, when you did a search for research methods, we found that there are more than 36 million results, including books, articles, conference proceedings, etc. So different types of materials, and they are a lot. Let's filter them. In order to filter, you can put tick on peer reviewed. This means that the filter will give you results which are credited, the sources, academic sources. Next filter is about its date. So if you would like to get the information for last 10 years, you can move this button and get the results for last 10 years. Also, you can choose the source type, its subject, publication, the language of the information, etc. All these things can be done within the EDS. Next, library services available to you. So we have this option of Ask a Librarian services, which gives you a bunch of different types of services. They are online chat. So library works from Monday till Friday from 9 a.m. till 8 p.m. This means that you can contact the library through the chat available on the library website and chat with the librarian for quick references. So if you need urgent help, please chat with us. Dashboard, which means that you can email us to librariesdu.kz and get response from us as quick as possible. So this is considering for those situations when you need the consultation from the librarian in using the email. Next service is research consultations. It can be done online and face-to-face, and it is an individual service. In addition, we have appointment schedule where you can choose the librarian and time in order to meet and make it online or offline. These appointments are appointment schedules are available on library website and available to all SDU community to get help from librarian. During the offline hours, if you would like to get response to your question, you can check the frequently asked questions because there are already ready answers to the most frequent questions. In addition, we have teaching and learning activities. These are done for all SDU users. So we provide orientation sessions like this one, and we do trainings, workshops which are library related. Also, we provide webinars and publisher sessions. Also, library sessions can be done requested by faculty members, which is related to the course topic. Here you can see the library calendar where we represent the upcoming events of the library. They might be online or offline for the group, for classes, and requested by faculty. These are the events which are developed by the library and can be on different topics. Another one resource for self-education is the library instructional guides, because we created their mini websites which are about specific topic and introduce you to specific things. For example, Introduction to Research Guide will represent you step-by-step instruction on how to do a research. Or if you would like to learn about citing and referencing using the APA 7 style, you can check the guide and learn how to cite different types of materials. As a library is a safe place, we also try to make our library social and become and do different types of social projects. For example, we have community club like SDU book club where students of SDU can join and be a part of great discussion of interesting books and provide different games and learn a lot. These kind of events and activities are placed on library calendar where you can register and attend. Social projects like library talks is provided to SDU students as well, because we try to make our students as good as possible. So we give them the chance to develop their soft skills, present, and have a good time there. Also, library facilities available there. This year we had great renovation in the library, and you will see beautiful places and working spaces of the library. I believe you will love it. Let's say that in the library you couldn't find the book that you think should be there. In this case, you can recommend that title to the library, and our librarians will consider the purchase and let you know. In order to do so, you can visit the library services tab on the library website, and or under the quick links tab, choose the recommended title form. This form you should fill in, and it will come to the librarians, and we will let you know on our decision. Another one service provided to SDU members, it is Interlibrary Loan. Maybe some of you already know what is it. This is a service of getting unavailable materials. So let's say if you are doing your research paper and there is an article which is not available at SDU library, then you can email us to library.sdu.kz or fill in the form under the quick links and let us know. This unavailable material will be requested from our partner from Library of Congress USA. So this is the chance to you to get unavailable materials for free. In addition, this year library developed a new division which is called Repository and Digital Technologies. This means that starting this year, you will be obliged to send your research articles, thesis and dissertations, or different type of materials to the repository. All these materials will be kept there according to the documents you signed and access levels, and it will be available to all SDU community, and other students may have access to them. Here I would like to skip the part of searching for information as we have less time than I expect. So searching for information is done through the EDS, where you can put different keywords that are related to your search terms and find the information that you need. There are different search techniques that you can use. Please contact the library and learn about them. There are different sessions provided by the library, also subject librarians, which are happy to help you and request for individual consultations in case you need them. Here, I would like to show you some sample databases and to let you know what databases you can use. For example, this is Science Direct, one of the well-known and highly used database in the world. Also, we have access to the Cambridge Core open access ebooks, to the Springer Nature, to Chem Archive, Ebsco open dissertations. Here you can see the screenshot of an ebook which is available through our EDS. In addition, I would like to say that there are social media channels of the library which you should subscribe, because we share there lots of information and announcements about the library. You will gain lots of information from there. We do games, quizzes, and different uh, events there. So please stay tuned and subscribe to library Instagram. Also, we publish lots of videos on how to use the library, how to search within the library information, and you can join our YouTube channel. We have SDU Library Facebook page where we also provide different type of information for your convenience. And of course, SDU Library Telegram channel where we discuss lots of books, inform about the upcoming events, and share different types of information there. So here you can see, in short, library contacts. So the first contact for you would be library website, which is library.sdu.kz, and phone number, email address where you can send all your questions, and our social media channels. So if you have questions, I will be happy to answer.
So thank you for your information. So guys, if you have questions, you may ask. So as I said, there is no question. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you so much. Bye bye. I will stop sharing. Yeah.
Yeah, you may.
In case if students will have questions later, they can sure email us and we will be happy to answer their questions, because sometimes having an orientation is overwhelming and lots of information can be lost. So anytime when you see that you need the help, please contact the library. We will be happy to assist and inform you on services and resources that you can access.
Okay, thank you. Okay, guys, let's wait for 5-10 minutes. Next speaker. Yeah, we'll start a bit late. Так, здесь есть вопросы касательно нас уже. Давайте я буду отвечать. Если что, вы можете, выходить. Список книг требуемых, скорее всего, вы хотели сказать, на парах преподаватель отправит или как? Смотрите, когда у вас скоро начнутся дисциплины, каждый преподаватель даст вам рекомендательные книги, которые вам будет необходимо там прочитать или взять какую-то информацию. Тогда вы уже можете подойти в библиотеку и брать все, что вам необходимо. Да, это будет давать преподаватель. What if I didn't find a suitable book? Okay.
Can you repeat the question?
What if I didn't find the suitable book?
In case you couldn't find suitable book, please contact us. And as I mentioned in my previous presentation, there is a service which is called recommended title. So if you think that the book is really good and it should be in the library, you can recommend it to us. But we are sure that our collection is good. Also, we have electronic books, and you can check both catalogs and let us know. If there is no, of course, we will try to get the one that this book will suit your research needs.
Okay, thank you for your answer. Other questions? Так, ребята, вы все задаете вопросы насчет группы. Ссылка у нас в шапке профиля, вы заходите в топ-линк, и там вы можете найти и подключаться. Смотрите, получается, заходите в SDU Live, затем в топ-линк. Так, видно? Ой, оказывается, не видно, сори. Заходите в топ-линк, и там стоит Telegram Channels, туда заходите, и каждый факультет стоит. Можете таким образом взять для себя ссылочку. Такс. Вообще, как нравится ли вам ориентационные дни? Что было для вас самым интересным, классным, запоминающимся? Готовы ли вы к учебному году? Как я заметила, многие из вас сейчас сидят, ну, как бы, русское и казахское отделение. Поэтому, если есть вопросы или какие-то фидбэк, можете спокойно говорить. Давайте пока что пообщаемся. So can we take the books home? Да, вы можете взять книги домой, то есть дни аренды 21 дней, получается, вы забираете, потом через 21, через, короче, 3 недели, получается, вы обратно приносите. Финансовая грамотность самая запоминающаяся. Рада. Классно. Да, это была реально такой классный спич, вообще презентация, то, что рассказывал Ильяс Имачиков. Когда пройдет отбор на музыкальный клуб? Получается, смотрите, позже у нас будет типа Club Fair, тогда вы все узнаете поподробнее, у кого какой типа кастинг, какие требования, как вообще проходит отбор. Об этом уже попозже. Так, как теперь получить стипендию? Мгм. Смотрите, вы только первый курс, и пока у вас ориентационные дни и тому подобное, вам в скором времени откроют карточки, и вы начнете как бы получать стипендию с октября месяца. И тогда вам за сентябрь тоже сразу же начислят. Еще какие-то вопросы? Okay, what about students who didn't get password lately for like until tomorrow? They have to send you your password and login. So everything that I can tell to you is that you should wait, and that is all. Когда можно будет начать вступать в ивент-клуб, там нужен кастинг. Ну, в плане, там и так будет кастинг, отбор в каждом клубе есть. Как я и ранее сказала, скоро будет, ну, в скором времени, да, у вас будет Club Fair, где все наши студенческие организации будут представлять себя, рассказывать о себе, кто чем занимается, какие моменты есть. Вот. Тогда и узнаете, а как работает личный портал и когда и куда отправят наши ID. Смотрите, вчера у нас до обеда была, получается, тоже встреча с департаментами. Там рассказывали про MySDU портал, как заходить, как пользоваться. Вы можете просмотреть этот прямой эфир для того, чтобы понять вот точно, да, и быть уверенным, что информация действительно. Угу. Так. Закончи собака комтандайт, але айдзами паралькирный листим. Так, кажется, наш спикер уже здесь. So let's start. The next meeting is with Извиняюсь, оказывается, у меня микрофон был отключен. Okay, can we participate in Olympiads? Если олимпиады будут, и если вы подходите, тогда why not? Точная информация просто у нас не имеется, поэтому я не могу вам дать что-либо сейчас и ответить на этот вопрос четко и ясно. Так как? What's going on? Все, супер. So the next speaker is Aidana Ahmedova from International Relationship Office.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Okay, let me briefly introduce myself. My name is Aidana. I work as an expert in international relations office. Mostly, I handle student and staff exchange programs. So that I'm that person who is in charge for exchange programs, and I'm the person who will help you to submit all required documents if you will apply, if you will participate in exchange program. Okay. So our university has is involved in different collaborative provisions with many partner universities, foreign universities. So we have more than we have more than 35 international partners from different countries, including USA, UK, European countries, Asia, and even New Zealand. Okay, the program is a short-term program. Okay, it lasts only for one semester. Students can obtain the The main advantage of this program is that you don't have to pay any tuition fees at the foreign university, okay? So you're just paying the tuition fees at SDU. If you have a scholarship, if the students who have scholarship, they don't have to pay for both universities, okay? The only thing that you have to pay for is accommodation, visa application process, and air tickets, and health insurance, and all other living expenses, okay? So the taken courses should be counted at SDU. So when you're going to apply by exchange program and you will study in foreign country, you will take courses there, right? But the courses will be counted at SDU. So we encourage students before applying to partner universities, they have to choose courses with the coordinators on the faculties. We have 4 coordinators on the faculties on internationalization. Birdak Baymbetov Law Faculty, Diyar Nurmetov Education Faculty, Altanay Mirzakova SDU Business School, and also Aliya Junis Engineering Faculty, okay? The courses differences maximum should be 4 courses, okay? So as I mentioned before, you will choose courses with the coordinators on the faculty. Concerning the dormitory issues, students are choosing by themselves where they want to live, okay? They might be renting the apartment, or if they want, they can live in a dormitory. So the advantage of the exchange program is that you will meet people from all around the world, okay? So exchange program is very important for students from different perspectives, okay? For example, from educational perspective, the language acquisition will be achieved through practical immersion, okay? And from social perspective, you will find new friends, because it's very important from social perspective to become more tolerant. You will improve your professional skills. For example, you will know some other language. You'll become a global citizen, okay? So the requirements, if you want to participate in exchange program, the requirements, you have to be on the 2nd or 3rd year students. Unfortunately, the 1st year students and the 4th year students cannot participate in exchange program. The GPA should be 2.75 out of 4. You have to be 18 years of age, no criminal records, and speak fluently English. So you can submit the IELTS examination, or if you don't have IELTS, you can take examination in the continuing education center at our university. It costs approximately 3,000 tenge. So the level of your English language should be B2, okay? How to apply? As I mentioned before, we have 4 coordinators on internationalization, right? Бердак Баймбетов, Диар Нурметов, Aliya Junis, and Altnel Mirzakova. First of all, you will apply to your faculties, okay? You will submit to them the transcript of records and your English language certificate. If you don't have English language certificate, you can take English language examination in the Continuing Education Center. And then you will apply to the International Relations Office, and then I will work closely with you. You will submit all required documents to our office, and then, for example, the student would like to study in Poland, okay? We're applying to Vistula University. Actually, we just need to submit the transcript of records, certificate of English language proficiency, and also some other documents such as application form. And then after sending all the required documents to the partner university, we will wait for the acceptance letter. And then after the acceptance letter, students are going to apply for a visa, buy tickets, and then study in the partner university. The process is really not too complicated because I will have all required documents, okay? So what kind of documents we should submit? It's okay. Score, you can take it from Continuing Education Center, the course list from the faculty, official transcript from Student Service Center, certificate of studentship also from Student Service Center, international passport copy, health certificate or insurance, and field application forms. So here we can see what kind of university, what kind of partners we have. This is Vytautas Magnus University in Lithuania. This is Vilnius University, also Lithuania. Students choose Lithuania because it's a very cheap country. So the next one is Riga University, Latvia. Students from business school are mostly choosing this university, especially who are studying finance and the management. Oh, this is our favorite partners from Germany, Schmalkalden University and Hof University of Applied Science. Mostly students from the engineering faculty are applying to these universities, okay? And we have partners from South Korea, it's a University of Unist. Mostly students from the engineering faculty are applying there, and Hankook University is for students from the education faculty and the law faculty, okay? And we have Hannam University, Sukmil Women's University from South Korea, High University, Seoul Beach. Also, we have Gachon University. As you can see, we have many partners from South Korea because students mostly choose South Korea and European countries. And also who study 2 foreign languages, they will choose a second language as Chinese. They can study in Shanghai University. We have also a new partner, Czech Technical University in Prague. We have Cyprus, Eastern Mediterranean University. And by the way, if you will apply to Cyprus, there's no need to apply for a visa. And also, our students mostly choose, as I mentioned before, European countries. It's Poland, Adam Mickiewicz University, and the Collegium Civitas in Warsaw. Also, we have Vistula University. Students are mostly from the education faculty and law faculty are choosing these universities. It's our new partner. Before we didn't send them students as exchange students, okay? And yeah, we have also partner from USA, Oklahoma State University. The main advantage, you don't have to pay tuition fees in USA, okay? So you just pay for accommodation, air tickets, health insurance, and visa application. And by the way, if you apply to the universities, as I mentioned before, if you don't have IELTS examination, you can pass examination in Continuing Education Center. However, Oklahoma State University, they require to IELTS examination. North American University in USA, Kaunas University of Technology in Lithuania, mostly students from the engineering faculty are choosing this university. Malaysia, we have Management and Science University and University of Malaysia Pahang. Okay, we have partners from Sweden, Latvia University and Umeå University, and New Zealand. So, students, you'll have an opportunity. I mean, You can obtain all information via email, Zoom sessions, and the social media. Next week, we will have Zoom session concerning the exchange program. And if you have any questions, you can directly email us, IRO email. So if you have any questions, you might ask. Just chat, please.
So, thank you for your presentation. As I see, students don't have any question. If they have,
Oh, really?
yes. Let's wait. Let's wait.
Okay. If you want, you can ask the questions in Russian, or maybe someone didn't understand. Or was
So there is a question, should we extend our visa again and again?
no.
Mhm.
Ah, is it a question from an international student?
No.
Ah, then no.
Muslim, I see that you got a question and I think that you get an answer. So, other students, maybe you've got question for our Aidana. So there is a question, can we apply for exchange program 2 times?
If you won't have differences, then okay. And retakes.
Mm-hmm. There is one more question. Is there any way to study abroad for more than 1 semester?
Unfortunately, no, only for 1 semester because it's a short-term program.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So other questions?
Yes, students, I forgot to mention that, as I mentioned that you will, you are responsible for your own expenses such as accommodation, air tickets. However, we have financial support from the Ministry of Education and Science of the Republic of Kazakhstan, okay? They cover everything, accommodation, health insurance, air tickets, and visa application. So, okay, so next week when we will have the session, I will explain in Russian what kind of financial support we have, okay?
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you for your presentation. So there is no questions.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much. Bye.
So the next thing that we will do right now, it is like podcast with an international student whose name is Omar. Let's start. Hello, Omar. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. I'm good. And you?
Yeah, my name is Tojan. Hello, everyone. So let's start today's podcast on the topic all about the SDU life or the student life at SDU. So the first question, tell me please about yourself. Shortly, what can you tell?
About myself, so my name is Omar Mbala. I'm from Kenya. I'm in the third course right now. Been in Kazakhstan for this is my third year in Kazakhstan. I am doing mathematics pedagogy from the Faculty of Education and Humanities. Yeah, that's pretty much about myself.
Good. So, what is the reason you chose SDU?
So one of the reasons why I chose is that I think when I was in like high school, we were used to the British system because we were doing the British mathematics and like basically the education system. But then I had some of my teachers who had worked in Kazakhstan before, and they had recommended SDU because that's like the system here is mainly like pure mathematics and stuff like that. So basically, I told them like, okay, I can give it a try because normally in the British system we had a lot of applied mathematics and stuff like that. So yeah, when they recommended SDU, I said why not? So I applied to SDU and yeah, I got accepted.
So don't you regret about your decision?
No, I don't regret my decision because I had my reasons why I chose this to do, and I think I have my goals right. So I love being here, and I have never regretted my decision about coming to SDU.
Good, great, thank you. So, as I understood, you like SDU, right?
Yeah, definitely, of course. Yeah.
Good. And do you like Almaty or Kaskiden, where SDU is located?
Um, so yeah, SDU is a bit far from the city. Technically, I would say an hour from the city, which may not be a good thing in some way, but again, it has its own advantages of being far from the city. So I think the biggest reason why someone wouldn't like the location is that it's a bit far from the city. But then in Kaskelen, it's good because probably the houses costs would be cheaper for the students compared to if SDU was located within the city. So, like I said, it has its own disadvantages and advantages as well. And yeah, I think
Good, thank you. And what were the difficulties when you first arrived here in Kazakhstan, I mean, and overall at SDU?
So the biggest challenge I think will be language, especially with the outside people when you want to like go to the market and stuff like that, because the main languages here are Kazakh and Russian, and so the English speaking population is not as much. But then within the university, like I was okay because I had made friends who speak English and but then outside was a bit hard, especially if transportation and stuff like that. The taxi guys, they don't speak English definitely. But again, with time, you learn the basic Kazakh, basic Russian, and right now it's so easy for me to move around. I don't have any difficulty. Yeah, yeah, basically, I think.
That's great, I should say. So how many years or months you have spent to learn these languages?
So how many years? Let me see. By my first year, I could speak basic Kazakh and understand a few Russian words, the commonly used Russian words, and of course I could speak also Turkish. So basically, I can speak now three different languages apart from my own like English, and so it's a good thing I guess to be multilingual and
So
learn.
how many languages do you know right
So
now?
yeah, so right now I can speak basic Kazakh, I can speak some basic Russian, I can speak fluent Turkish, and I can
Wow,
speak, of course, English and Swahili. Swahili is spoken mainly in East Africa. So five, I guess.
5. Wow, that's really great, wonderful. And next question, tell me about some interesting stories, moments related to Kazakhstan or maybe Kazakh people or students or some language,
Uh,
whatever.
so in my 2 years that I completed, I think um, there are a lot of experiences. But then if I try to narrow down and pinpoint, some of them. So of course I have experienced a lot. I have a lot of Kazakh friends. I was in Astana for 1 year for the online studies. So I have I've lived basically in Almaty and Astana as well. So I think one of the things that came to my mind was my, you know, I think Shimbulak was in Almaty. So we were going up the mountain and you know, it was my first time hiking and stuff like that. But then it was so hard when we got in the middle. I had to give up. I just sat down and, you know, I just collapsed there and slept because it was so hard. And my friends were laughing because they were like, we haven't even gotten halfway yet. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. It was like so hard for me. So I think there are a lot of new things that I was doing, you know, which I had never done before, like the hiking stuff, you know, mountains, because in Almaty, people like mountains a lot. Yeah, that was one of my crazy experiences, which I had never forgotten because, you know, it was very hard for me to, you know.
Okay, good. Thank you. And the next question is, what do you like most of all in Kazakh people or nation?
What I like most about them is their social nature. So generally, Kazakh people are friendly, like they want to know stuff, especially if you're a foreigner. They'll question you, especially when I'm with a Kazakh man, for example, and he realizes I speak basic Kazakh, he will ask a lot of questions because he wants to know my family, where I come from, what we do, my brothers and sisters. So basically, he will get a lot like little personal, but then mainly because they're friendly. Like I think other people are generally friendly to foreigners because it's something which is a bit new in Kazakhstan. It's not, you know, so spread. Maybe in Almaty and Astana, you won't see such. But then when you move around, like when I went to, I've been to Burabai. When I went there, the people will question you a lot and they will want to hang out with you and stuff like that. So I think that is one thing which I like about Kazakh people. They're generally friendly people and you know they will always want to assist. Even when you've not asked for that help, they will want to help you out when you're a foreigner and stuff like that.
Wow, good. And another question, I think that will be interesting for our students maybe. What are the insights that you took from studying at SDU?
Um, pardon, pardon, come again.
What are the insights that you took from studying at SDU?
So one, always do your assignments. That's one. Always do your assignments. Always attend your classes. Because uh, when you attend your classes and you do your assignments, the teacher feels obligated to ensure that you pass that class. So like it's I think it's a rule of life where when you do a favor to someone and then they will feel obligated to do the same favor to you. So when you do your assignments and you attend all the classes, it the teacher feels like this guy has to pass this class because if he gets a retake and he has attended all the classes, he has done all the assignments, you know, he wouldn't or she wouldn't feel nice about it. So that's the first thing. Don't be lazy. Do your assignments. Do your attend all your classes. Then in the exam, yeah, sometimes it might be hard and stuff like that. But then with these other points, you might have already even passed already without the exam. So I think to be safe, just make sure you attend all your classes and you do your assignments. I wouldn't tell you the exam is going to be easy or hard because that depends on someone again. But if I was to give like a general trick to everyone, including the smart ones plus the average students, yeah, that would be my first advice to you. Second advice, it's not hard thing to be nice. So you know, I don't know why some people find it hard to be nice, just generally nice people. So just be a nice person. Don't be rude. Sometimes maybe the teacher would be a bit, you know, cold towards you or something like that. Be nice in return. It's not something personal towards you per se. You might just have misunderstood the teacher or something like that. So yeah, again, be nice to everyone, the teachers and stuff like that. So yeah, those are some of the basic general observations that I made over my course of study.
Good. Thank you. That are the good life hacks for students, but not just students, for all of us. Even for me, I'm a master student at SDU. I should have that the first life hack about the attendance, about the way doing the assignments. I think that works, really works.
Yeah.
So right now, what do you do? What do you do here in Almaty? Are
What
you a
do I do?
student?
Yeah, I'm a student here in Almaty. I'm still in
Mhm.
my third course. We're studying on Monday, I guess. So yeah, I'm still studying as well. But
Mhm.
I also do a few things here and there. I have friends who I hang out with. I have my own hobbies. I play football, for example. So yeah, I play football a lot, almost twice a week. So I have my hobbies and a lot of activities that I engage in as well, and that keeps me busy when I'm not in my studies. And I have friends I hang out with as well. So yeah, that's a good thing to do while in university.
And do you work or did you work?
Yeah, I've worked. In Astana, I worked. In Almaty, I've not worked as much. But then in Astana, I worked for a whole year while doing online studies. Yeah, it was like a part-time thing though. I was helping like a supervisor to students in the dormitory, and giving them extra classes and stuff like that. So it was a good experience as well. I learned how to connect with students, listen to them, solve their problems. In the beginning it was a bit hard because students are very hard people to deal with. I myself being one, I know how hard it it's hard to deal with me sometimes. Yeah, but then I learned a lot, and now I know the kind of teacher I would want to become and the kind of student that I would want to have. So I think it was a good experience as well.
Wow. Yeah. And would you like to stay here
Would I like to stay?
after
Sure, why
finishing
not?
your studies? Why not?
Yeah, sure, why not? Because I would stay, but that is something that's a decision which I decided not to make right now because I felt like it's early and I have 2 more years. So I said, let me just live life and do the things as time goes by. Then I will decide when that time comes. But sure, why not? It's definitely in my list as well.
Yeah, I like your answer. Like, we'll see. Or in Kazakh, көреміз.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So your Kazakh is good, as I understood. For
Yeah.
you, it's a good achievement. And okay, the last but not least, here, one moment. So what are the differences between your country and our country and the universities?
That's a good question. So I'll start with the general part of like the countries. So one of the differences is the foods, definitely. In
Okay,
Kazakhstan,
food.
we have
Yeah.
the sparmak. In Kenya, we don't have the sparmak. We don't eat horses in Kenya. So our
Okay.
horses just run.
By the way, do you have something like this, like eating horse is the taboo or like that's
No, we don't have it.
incorrect?
We
Yeah,
don't eat
yeah.
horses because we don't have them. We don't have as much horses.
All right, all right. I
If we
just
had,
remembered I just remember the times when I was in Poland and the students were when I was telling them we eat horses, they were shocked and they were hating us for that. Okay, so
yeah,
you don't have.
horses. Some people see horses as a luxury, like us.
Mm.
We see them as a luxury, commodity. It's like owning a horse makes you richer than owning a car, something like that. So
Oh,
it's not something you would eat if you see it in that way. So it just depends on how you see this, like how you see things. So in our minds, because we don't have as much horses, people use horses as a luxury, like in weddings, for example, the bride can use a horse and it's expensive. But then here we eat them because there are a lot of them.
do you like horse meat?
Yeah, it's fat free, so it's good for someone like me who likes athletics and sports. So Of course, definitely.
Okay. So what else? What are what are the other
Uh,
differences?
Another difference, probably a little bit, or like a little bit of the culture is different, definitely. So um, I'm trying to remember like one aspect of culture. Um, in Kenya, for example, we have tribes, right? We have tribes, 42 different tribes, and all those tribes have different languages. So that they speak definitely like technically 42 different languages. So here in Kazakhstan, it's not really like that. Here we have, from the grandparents, we have Naiman, I guess. We have, other like different grandparents, roots and stuff like that. So that is one difference as well. But we have a bit of cultural, differences, which is not as much because, for example, um, even in the foods we have like you guys call it baursak, but we call it a different name, but it's the same thing that we eat.
How do you call it?
We call it mandazi.
Man
Mandazi.
Manasi,
Yeah.
right? Wow. So
Like,
it's the same like Bausa, but different name. And
exactly.
the taste is the same.
Exactly the same as Bausak.
Cool.
Exactly the same.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have the same, a lot of similar stuff. Even in culture, we have a lot of similar stuff. Only that we have different names to call it. That's what I realized mostly about it.
Wow. Okay, great. And what you would say to international students who came there to study?
What I would say to them is be productive. Yeah, like you will have a lot of days here in university, 4 years. Make every day count. So do as much as you can, learn as much as you can, because the good thing with SDU is that SDU is a growing institution. So how SDU was 2 years ago when I came is very different from how SDU is right now. SDU is a growing institution, and everyone wants to be part of a growing organization. So um, that's one of the things that I would tell them. And I think I would say that because the administration is very strong, the administration is very tactical. I've personally met our new rector, when I came. He was a very nice guy. I was late actually 1 hour to his. We had a video, something to do with the video recording, and I was late. But he didn't. He just said, "Okay, let's start now" and stuff like that. And I was like, "Oh, I thought he's gonna, lash out at me or something." So he's a very nice guy, and the administration is very strong as well. So the university is growing, and it's a good thing for the students, for the teachers, for professional development as well. So for those students who will come, take that opportunity and use them to your advantage, because 2 years from now, 3 years from now, again, the university will be different from how it is right now. And because it's really growing fast. And so use that to your advantage, which is going to help you out later in life.
Good, thank you very much. And there is one question from the student in the chat. What about education in the university? I mean, how different is it from foreign countries in your
How
experience?
different, how different it
Maybe.
is from foreign countries. So I speak with my friends from like Australia. I have two friends in Manchester and in the US. So like compared to those countries and compared to Kenya, for example. So I'll start with compared to Kenya. It's not as there's not much difference. It's just the education system is different because Kenya is a British colony. We adopted everything from Britain, from the Great Britain, but then in Kazakhstan, it was part of the Soviet Union, so most of it is a Soviet education system. So the differences are there because of the systems that we adopted. And so, like I said, in my faculty, which I know best is mathematics, we have a lot of applied maths in Kenya. So we do a lot of aviation stuff. We do like the subjects as stuff like longitudes, latitudes, stuff like that. Basically applied maths. But then here it's a lot of calculus, for example, a lot of trigonometry, a lot of pure maths. So it's that system changes a little bit, becomes hard in the beginning, but then maybe your mind will like pure maths more than applied maths, because you don't know, you only did applied when you were young. And so I would say it's a good change for someone who likes maths, for example, and in other courses maybe as well, because of the education systems. In the US and Australia, for example, I know their systems are almost similar to Kenyan system, British system as well. And so I think the differences won't be there as much. And but education-wise, it's a good education system. Both of them are just equally advantageous. And here is good in the sense that STEM education has helped to, improve, like IT wise, technologically, it's very, far, advanced compared to the other side. And, that's a good thing for the future and people who like IT, people who like mathematics and, the computer science field. And so I would advise you, if you like such things, then this is the place to be, because SDU is prestigious for the IT field and computer science.
Good. Thank you very much for your speech, for your answers. We really like them, especially students. They are thanking you. And right now, I would like to say goodbye to you, but see you soon.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
That's it. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Now, students, it's time for the MySDU portal. Daudet will explain how to work with this portal. Daudet, you're welcome.
So you can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Daudet.
So let me start. My name is Daudet, and today I'm gonna introduce to you our portal for students, MySDU.kz. Firstly, first question, what is this? What is this? Our portal, it is a student management system created by automation department in SDU. Here you can find something different models like registration models, transcript, grades, attendance, and online service. Next, why do we need it? You need it because you need it. For example, in registration model, you can choose your lessons, courses, and teacher. In grades model, you can see your grades for each course, and in transcript model, you can see your transcript and download him, and so on. So next, registration. Let's talk about registration model. Registration model, it's the hardest model in our portal. In here, you can choose your lecture, practice, lab, and also you can choose your teacher and the time when you study this course. And here you can also see your prerequisites for each course. If this course has prerequisites, you can see here. And next, it's attendance model. It's the second most important thing after registration. So in this model, you can see your absence for each course for each semester. And so remember, students, your absence for each course don't be more 50%. If you have more than 50%, you could take fail for this course. So remember it. It's so important. And next, it's online service. In online service, it's a SDU Student Service Center. Here you can take some documents like transcript, information about studying place, military service, and so on. Certificate number 4, 6, 2, and so. Next, it's a grades model. So in this model, like I talked earlier, you can see your grades for each course. You can see grades for midterm and final exam and total exam for each course and lessons for each semester. So it's all about our portal, and you can follow to our Instagram for more information. If you have problems, you can contact us in help desk. Now I can show to you our portal. It's our portal. It's a new portal which we create this semester, and here you can see our dashboard. Here you can see your status, grant type, GPA, and your balance. In academic model, so we have curriculum, my schedule, attendance, grades, and transcript. Here you can see your statistics. It's a STS for all 8 semester. So let's check my grades. Here, how I talked earlier, you can see your grades for each course. So check this button. This you can see your final grade and total grade. Yeah. So in operation models, we have online service, consent request, course registration, and withdrawal registration. So students in course registration, you can register for your course. So now registration is closed, so I cannot show you how to register. So here you can see your basket for this semester. So in guides and support, you can see FAQ. So stuff like this. It's all for this. If you have question, you can ask me.
So thank you for your presentations. Guys, if you had a question, you may ask, then we will answer it. So let's wait for the question. Да, нужно выбирать предметы, чтобы быть готовым к 6 сентября. Окей. Кажется, вопрос был таким, то что когда откроется регистрация для первых курсов?
Для первокурсников откроется регистрация 6 сентября, понедельник.
Окей. Пикарес, думаю, вы взяли ответ на свой вопрос. So, other questions? So there is a question, where can I access the portal?
It's my.edu.kz.
Okay. Then
It's
there's a question, is it another portal or is the same in which we write our passport and ID?
Definitely, now we have 2 versions of portal. Old version it's on production now, and we have a new portal now. It's in test mode. Here we testing, and I think after 1-2 months we got this test new version of portal go to production.
Okay, so there is another question. In what time we had to fill the wish list?
Wish list, it's not important thing. It's things for only engineering student faculty or for engineering faculty students. For other faculties, it's not important.
Okay, so the other question is that do I do the course registration by using the portal or do I use the My Sdu website?
I didn't understand. Can you repeat?
Do I do the course registration by using the portal or do I use my
You
Sdu
should
website?
do your registration for portal in portal.
Окей, окей. Так. Здесь вопрос. Я скачала MySdu, это приложение является официальным?
Нет, это приложение является официальным, и я не советую скачивать это приложение.
Окей. Еще вопросы есть? И как заполнять wish-лист? Спрашивают.
Wish-лист не нужно заполнять. Это не обязательно.
Вот. Классный ответ, потому что со вчерашнего дня у всех такая паника. Нам сказали, пиши то, что важно, обязательно. Окей, спасибо за ответ. Ребята, еще вопросы? Если нету... Okay, as I see on comments, there is no any questions. Thank you for your presentation. So goodbye.
Goodbye.
So the next meeting is with the Student Service Center. Our speaker is Ainur. You're welcome and you may start. Ainur, we don't hear your voice. Ainur, we don't hear your voice. I see that your micro is on, but some technical troubles. So sorry for the troubles. Now a few minutes, then we will start, okay? Anor, are you ready?
Can I start?
Yes, of course, you may.
So good day, dear students. Just a minute. 1 minute and I will start. Презентация ваша. So let me introduce about our Student Service Centers department. The first page.
Ainur, you shared with us your presentation, yes?
Yes, I'm going to start. Now, the Student Service Center start their work from Monday till Friday from 2 p.m. till 5 p.m. Then the next. About the rules, the student can get acquainted with all the rules of the education system on the portal, rules and regulations. About the academic calendar, about the dates, all the dates, you can get acquainted from system calendar. If I will speak about scholarships are awarded only to state grant holders in accordance with the rules of the Ministry of Education and Science. To be eligible for a scholarship, a student must have at least a C+ grade in the final grade. So the main responsibilities of the Student Service Center is change student personal information, reset corporate mail passwords, prepare and print ID card, change and reset portal passwords, medical certificates and accept applications, prepare transcripts in 3 languages, Kazakh, Russian, and English, prepare certificates for students, certificates number 3, 4, 6, 2.1, and certificate about information about studying place. Applications we received about deferring, leaving the university, transferring to another university, changing program. It means change specialty from one to another, changing the language of the program. If I will speak about course registration, in order to do course registration, you need to do it from your portal My Sdu Edu.kz. In course registration, you can take from 20 ECTS till 40 ECTS. If you want to do course registration in a paid form, you can do it up to 7 weeks. It will cost 1 ECTS. If you want to do early withdrawal, you can do it up to 5 weeks. It will cost 2 ECTS. If you want to do late withdrawal, you can do it up to 10 weeks. It will cost 3 ECTS. About Sdu mail and portal password. To reset your password, you must send a copy of your student card and ID to Student Service Center's mail. From the subject of the letter should read resetting email or password or portal password. About the medical certificates. Depending on the state of the health, you will send a certificate within 5 working days. Otherwise, your certificate will not be accepted. Then you need to fill in the application. We send it on the basis of the certificate. These documents will be sent to your teachers. About the transcript and certificates, you need to specify which document and in what language you need and send the application from the portal My Sdu Edu KZ. The application will be considered and signed electronically within 3 working days. About how to download transcript and certificates. Ben көрсетпей алды. There is a video how to download the sent orders. If your certificate ready, you can download by this way. After downloading it, you can check it from eSigner. That's all about the downloading documents. About changing a personal information. If you want to change your last name, first name, or another information about yourself, you can do it by this way. First of all, to change the name of certain reasons, the student must submit an application to Student Service Center's mail with an application and a copy of the original documents. The application is considered by the head of the department and an order is issued within 5 working days. After the order is issued, the portal is modified and the notification is sent to the student's mail. About the document retrieval system. It is necessary to register in advance at the link Calendly. The application for the required documents should be sent in advance to Student Service Center's mail. The document will be ready in 3 working days. How you can obtain a document by yourself or from a notarized trustee or from a courier company, DHL, X-Line, Pony Express, Caspost, and so on and so forth. There is some contacts, essential contacts of our university departments. So that's all.
Okay, thank you for your presentation. Let's wait for the questions. Then if they have, they will ask. If they don't have, we will end our online translation session. So, so guys, as I see, you hadn't got any questions. So thank you for your presentation, Ainur. Goodbye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
So the program till lunch is end. If you have question, let's answer for that questions. Then we will stop our translation. Then we will have lunch. After that, at 14 o'clock, we will meet, 2 p.m. Ребята, у вас есть вопросы? Окей, сұрақтар жоқ секілді. Олай болса, прямой эфирімізді бітірейік. So there is no any questions. So let's end our translation. Goodbye. See you at 2 p.m.